Hi everyone, I'm Lady T506. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 7 Reunion Part 2. Show starts off with Kenya would like Nene to pay the $20,000 that she promised to the charity. Nene, on the other hand, is like, I will pay when I'm good and doggone ready. And when and if I pay, I will not be putting it on social media, unlike some folks. Kenya, this is supposed to be about charity. This is not about you. So when and if I do, that's when it's going to happen. And it's not going to be about social media. Because, you know, I'm so poor and all this. And I'm not sure where she was going with this. Because y'all know Nene's always talking about she's rich and this and that and the other. But still, she doesn't want to pay the $20,000 to the charity. I don't know if it's like she going to do it on her timing and not on Kenya's timing. And she's not going to do it for social media, because I guess that's what Kenya did. Candy explains that it wasn't just her play getting canceled that caused her not to be there for Phaedra. It was a multitude of things. She also had a family member going to jail. She had, issues with her marriage. Play got canceled as well. So it was a combination of things that made her to be unavailable. And Phaedra, she didn't know that Candy was going through that stuff because they weren't talking. And it's not like she just didn't understand how, Candy, this is your play. It got canceled. I'm sorry. People lost jobs. But my marriage was ruined. My husband was stealing from folks, taking people's social security checks and their retirement checks. He was robbing people, and that deflected bad on me. Not only that, he's going to prison for 8 years, and now I have 2 young boys to raise by myself. So Phaedra, she just the two don't compare. Yes, it's sad about that, but I'm going through a whole host of stuff. Not only I'm this lawyer and I have this reputation, but my husband was stealing from folks, which I'm not sure why Phaedra was surprised, because isn't that what Apollo went to jail for? Before they met, didn't he get out of jail and married her? Wasn't he in jail for that before? So I'm not saying that she was stupid, but I guess she was in love. She didn't think the man was going to be stupid enough to do that again, seeing as how they are on TV and people are watching. Not saying that, if they wasn't on TV, it's have your way at Apollo. It's she was going through some things. Her husband was stealing and robbing people blind. And she just had enough, and she didn't have her friend there for her. It's just couldn't figure out, how is it that you and Nene act like she didn't know you. Nene's I didn't know her. I knew of her. So it wasn't like we was, both on the cheerleading team going to practice and we was best, as Coons, we was best friends. It wasn't that I did not know her. I know her from Real Housewives of Atlanta. That is where I know her from. But they bonded over something we are both single black mothers they had become single black mothers with 2 boys. And Nene's I know what it was like to go through a divorce. I am here for you. If you just need to talk, if you just need somebody to give you a hug, I am there for you, because I wanted somebody to do that for me. Peter feels he doesn't care if he gets in other people's business. It is his job to state his opinion, whether anybody asks it or not. It's if he got something to say, he gonna say it. He don't care if he got to get in all these women's business. That's just him. He gonna speak his opinion whether you want it or not. Greg, on the other hand, he ain't for getting all in the women's business. He, let Nene do Nene. And if be some man want to jump in, then he's gonna be having his wife back. But on the other hand, he's I'm letting them and doing them. It ain't my job to get into their business. Unlike Peter feels it necessary to be in any and everybody's business with what's going on. Y'all remember last season when Portia and Cordell was going through their trauma and all that stuff? Peter felt like it was his God-given right to know what was going on in Portia's life and what led up to them breaking up and what's going on. That is none of your business. And that's the point, Peter. Stay out of folks' business, because Peter kind of, in a sort of way, he been making kind of bad, because if he put his 2 cents in, get Cynthia all hype up and all that stuff, and she got to live with that. He don't, because he's somewhere at bar 1, 2, 3, and 4, and at sports bar, and he's over here getting a doggone coffee shop together. See, he always getting in her ear, putting his 2 cents in, and just leave her at it. And while he off doing everything else, see, Peter, that's why you need to stay out of folks' business. Who believes the text message in which Apollo showed to Peter and to, what's his name, Ty? People want to know, because y'all know Apollo's known for forging evidence. This is Andy's words, not mine. But, you know, it's a host of, like, we see the evidence. I don't want to believe it, but it could be true. But it's still, you know, he is known for forging evidence. Favorite was like, he was mad at that time because I wasn't being supportive to him. I don't know, he'd been on a run for like the past 2 days. He was acting all kind of crazy. Maybe this is it. Maybe that was his last straw. Like, he couldn't take it. He was mad. She don't really know. But Kenya, she takes this time out to go and, you know, play the victim yet again. She's like, well, Phaedra, she had this whole campaign where she was trying to slander my name. She said my book was fake. She said my relationship with Walter was fake. It's like, I just did not know what I was going to do. I just didn't know. And it's like, when Kenya first got on there, I didn't believe her relationship with Walter. They just did not seem like they was boyfriend and girlfriend. They just seemed like they like was acquaintances. It was like, hey, I got this free trip to go on to this couple's trip. Why don't you come? It seemed like it was that kind of sort of situation, because while they was there, Kenya spent more time flirting with every other man except Walter. You know, she was twerking on Peter. She was throwing Apollo in the pool and him throwing her in the pool, and she was flirting with the concierge at the hotel. It was like she wasn't doing any of this with Walter. She wasn't snuggling up to him. They wasn't doing anything that suggested they, you know, was boyfriend and girlfriend. And then she got to contradicting herself. Like, at one point, she was like, I did everything. I even got butt naked in the shower for this man, and he didn't want to have sex with me. But then, like, a while later was like, well, I'm very selective who I sleep with, so just any and everybody ain't gonna get with me. But that was your boyfriend. He was talking about some all this stuff. It's like, I didn't believe the relationship with Walter, and a multitude of other people did not believe in this relationship with Walter. Then she got on to talk about Phaedra got her boobs done before Apollo got sentenced, and Phaedra's like, when did you become a boob expert? And I was like, well, maybe because maybe she had hers done too, and she knows like you was kind of looking kind of sore and just, I don't know. It could be that, hey, Phaedra's been breastfeeding and your breasts tend to change when you're breastfeeding. That could be it. Maybe she has a very good bra now. I don't know. But then it was like going back and forth like, yes, I know you had this done. No, girl, I know your behind is fake. Everybody know that's fake. We seen pictures from you from like 10 years ago to now. Girl, you look like a whole new person. It kind of turned into one of those type of things. And then it came up to flirts. Just like, well, everybody flirts. Now, it's one thing if you're flirting with someone who is not married, then by all means, or if they're not in a relationship, hey, flirt away. But when you get to flirting with a married person, that's when it crosses the line. Then she's like, well, Nene was flirting with Peter. And she's like, hold up 1 minute right there. Hold up now. You ain't bringing me into this. I have never flirted with Peter. I would think that is not true. A few years back, you did kind of seem like you was flirting with Peter. She's like, you ain't fit to sit here and disrespect me and my husband. My husband's sitting right here. I ain't ever in my whole entire life flirted with Peter. You ain't fit to disrespect me. I ain't faded. You ain't fit to disrespect me like you did her and Apollo. And she was like, Peter, have I ever now or ever even attempted to flirt with you? Let me know. Because that never happened in my mind. But I was like, yeah, you kind of was. I don't know if you was being friendly or was you flirting. So I don't know what your flirting looks like. So I don't know. So that was basically it. That is just the way the thing went on. It was kind of a boring episode. So if I left anything out, by all means, leave a link to your videos if you do them. And like always, I want to thank my subscribers and the people who watch my videos. I want you to like this video, comment, and subscribe. And share this video with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and here on YouTube. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.